A portion of today's video is kindly sponsored by Factor. Well, hey friends, it's Natalie. So glad you stopped by to join me today. We just got in from a camping trip with our kids. This is literally the only tidy corner of my house to say hello to this video. The rest of it is a wild mess, and I am so happy to have you along with me while we roll up our sleeves and get some stuff done together. One of the things on my to-do list as we came home from camp was to water my very thirsty garden. It was quite sunny when we were gone, but this pre-fall preview of weather that we're having today is totally taking care of it for me. So I'm going to focus in on what I have to do inside while I watch the cozy rain water my garden and other plants and flowers outside. I'm so glad you're here. Let's get started. I'd love to know in the comments right now where you're watching from and what the weather is doing where you live. Here in the Pacific Northwest, we are definitely seeing the transition from summer to fall start in the weather around us, in the flora and fauna around us, and it makes me so excited to get into the new school year and to cozy up for the approaching season. That doesn't mean that we're not enjoying the summer that we have. We still have lots of activities and events planned where we are fully embracing summertime here where we live, but it's undeniable in what we see outside our windows with these stormy days that are starting to roll in as we approach the new season. That change is definitely on the horizon. Autumn is definitely my favorite season, and I love the anticipation of getting to that point in the year, and it's just so beautiful, and I'm so grateful for where we live. Whose stick is this?
I know.
Can I pop this stick outside, and then you can come back to it? Here, you put it where you want it, just not on the kitchen counter.
Oh yeah, this is mine. It's a dagger.
Okay. Our garden may have been quite thirsty when we got back home, but we also came home to fart noises. We came home to our first zucchini. It's looking a little funky, but it probably still tastes good. And we will get so many more zucchini in the next 6 to 8 weeks or so. Love zucchini around here. Okay, that's pretty much done. I just have a park pass that was sent to me. I got the temporary one so that we would have it when we went to camp, and the permanent one was sent to us while we were gone. So I need to go bring that out to the van. 2 peaches, let's put that in the produce drawer, and now I'm just gonna sweep off the countertop, brush all the crumbs onto the floor. The robot vacuum will take care of that, and then I'll give this surface a good scrub down.
Opie's done.
Yeah, Opie might also take care of some of the crumbs before the vacuum gets to him, you're right. He's like our little robot vacuum 2.0. Time to clean the kitchen. Yes, please. Start room cleaning. Okay, kitchen's done for now. That vacuum is going to head into the kitchen and finish up this job for me. I'm gonna move on to other things. Actually, we just had our Factor box delivered, which is perfect timing. I missed our Factor meals so much. It was one of the things I missed so much about being home while we were out at camp. So I'm gonna get that loaded up, and while I do, thanks so much to Factor for sponsoring the next couple of minutes of this video. Factor delivery day is the best. I'm so excited to have my fresh, never frozen, ready to heat meal kits right there on my doorstep, ready to stock up my fridge for the week. Factor meals are made with premium fresh ingredients. They're chef crafted, dietitian approved, and the best part, they can be made in as little as 2 minutes, which makes this busy mama very happy. It's super easy to go on the Factor website or their mobile app and set our orders, make selections of the different many meal options that they have. And honestly, you can't go wrong with anything that they offer. They have keto options, veggie and vegan options, calorie smart, carb conscious. We typically go with the protein plus meals because Weston and I love to have a good amount of protein in our meals, and everything that we've ever tried from Factor is absolutely delicious. But here's the thing, check this out. You can actually pause or skip your weeks if you know you're gonna be out of town or if you just don't need it that week. Factor is super flexible and understanding. There's no hoops to jump through to cancel or pause your subscription. They make it very user friendly and pocketbook friendly. So I'm actually gonna go into next week and cancel our order because we're gonna be out of town again. But then the week after, when we get back into town, I would love to have a Factor box either waiting on our front porch that was just delivered that day or delivered the next day so that we can get back settled in, have some good fuel for our bodies, and not really have to think about cooking or meal prep and planning and grocery shopping. Factor has truly made such a difference in my meal planning and also in my personal nutrition and fitness goals. And if you'd like to check them out, then follow the link in my description box, factor75.com. Use code NatalieB50 for 50% off your first Factor box. Plus, you'll get 20% off your next month of orders. That's factor75.com. Enter code NatalieB50 for 50% off your first Factor box, plus 20% off your next month of orders. Thanks to Factor for their ongoing support of my channel. They are absolutely an amazing brand to work with. I'm so, so grateful. And thanks to you guys for giving me a platform where I can work with these amazing brands. I am absolutely blessed, and I do not take that for granted. It's wonderful that it supports free content on this channel for you all and helps me help support our family. Okay, I don't think I'm ready to work on this dining room because the kids have this ongoing Lego situation that they're playing with. So I'm gonna let them continue to mess up that room while I work on some other areas. And believe me, there are plenty of other areas to work on around here. And you know what? One of the biggest things that's motivating me to get started is the fact that I'm actually having my mom and my sisters over tomorrow for my mom's little birthday brunch. And no, it's not stressing me out at all. It is such an honor and a privilege to host people. And this stuff has to get done anyway. I think I'm just getting it done a little quicker than I would have if I wasn't having people over tomorrow. So it will feel so good. It's just win-win in this situation to get up off my butt. I'm feeling tired, but it has to be done at some point anyway, so it might as well be today so that I can have a clean and tidy house, not just to host people in, but also for just our family to live in. So I've got this corner over here, a pile of shoes, random things left over that I still have to unpack after our trip. So I think I'm gonna just haul some stuff over to the couch, have a little bit of downtime, productive, peaceful downtime. I'm gonna throw on my current favorite YouTube channel right now and make my way through the stuff. Shout out to Garden Answer, and then also Laura's second channel called Garden Answer Highlights, which is actually my favorite videos of theirs that they put out. So informative, so eye candy. I love everything, and she has just such a sweet spirit and just this casual, easygoing way of sharing things that I appreciate so much. So I'm gonna pop on, I have a lot of videos to choose from because I basically didn't have a phone while we were gone. For calls and emergencies and that sort of thing, we were really unplugged. So I have a good amount to catch up on while I get some stuff unplugged. My buddy Opie is in his spot. This is his favorite spot. Opie, hi buddy. Are you comfy in your little spot? So Laura from Garden Answer is gonna keep me company as I keep you company today. If you have anything that you'd like to get done and you haven't gotten up yet to do it while you watch or listen to this video, now would be another good chance to get started and roll up your sleeves. Or if you want to just relax and watch or listen to this video, I am happy to keep you company while you do that. So pressing play and getting going. Okay, I have things in a couple of categories here and different homes to take them to. I have sort of a tech gear category. I brought my drone with me. We've got my laptop and some just miscellaneous tech charging supplies. So that's gonna go into my office. These things are what I use on the worship team. I've got like my in-ear monitors and all of that paraphernalia and like the pickup receiver thing that I have for it to be wireless, hairbrush, lip balm, throat spray. This goes into my bag that I take with me every Sunday morning. Got my worship notebook and this, and that's gonna go back into my worship bag. I also had a few random things, camp t-shirt, lots of pieces of grass, like in the bottom of this tote, so I have to kind of clean that out. I had some books. We gave out spare Bibles to kids who didn't have one. So I have my own Bible. I'll give this back to the church so they can give it to someone who needs it. And then I have a few copies of Atomic Habits. In addition to like morning and evening chapel time, they also had some like breakout sessions, is what they called it, to learn some life skills. And it was such fun actually for Weston and I to be able to do like a 15-20 minute talk about good habits, establishing good ones, breaking bad ones, and we based a lot of how we were presenting things on the book by James Clear, Atomic Habits. I've read Atomic Habits, probably 4 or 5 times, maybe like with the number of times I've listened to it on Audible, probably 6 or 7 times at this point. It's so good. I keep coming back for more. It was a no-brainer to be able to teach that sort of life skills class, quick session for the students. And we had a really, really great response from a lot of them. So I have this brand new one. This is my copy. I always take the dust cover off of my books. It just drives me crazy to keep it on. But this one still has it. I have another one. I actually have a few more on the way because we had so many students come up to us asking if they could get a copy of this book, and Weston and I are happy to gift a few of these because it's had such great results in our life. And man, if we had learned these concepts about habits in general, but also about how they are built or broken in our own personal lives, if we had learned this, like if this book had been written back when we were teenagers, oh my goodness, it would have saved us so much headache and frustration as we were on the cusp of being adults. So I gotta go put these over, actually probably with my worship bag, because I'm going to be bringing that and this Bible to church with me next time we're there, so that I can actually like give these out to the kids who were interested in getting some of them. So this section of things is done. I just have this tote here. This was our beach bag. We were on the Wenatchee Columbia River confluence area, and so there was boating and beach time. The kids loved it. We all loved it. It was so much fun. I've got my years old Yeti tumbler. I have had this thing, golly, I want to say probably since the year Haley was born. I think I need to wash that. I may have already washed it at camp. Just random like body wipes, a charger, sunscreen. I just have to put these things back where they go, fold up this bag. There's a lot of sand in the bottom. I have some of these outdoor blankets. I actually keep these in the back of our van. Hey buddy, could you go run these out to the trunk of the van? Oh, is he waiting for Dad to get home? Oh, that's so sweet. Thanks, bud. I already took care of the snack tote, wiped it down, collapsed it down. This one is done. The third one, Weston actually has some of his stuff in, so I'm gonna let him take care of that between now and when we leave on the next trip. There you go. Oh, that feels so good to get that done. Since those shoes over there by the door are not mine, I'm gonna have the owners of those shoes actually take care of them. Oh, children. To pause what you're doing, it'll take you 25 seconds to put the shoes by the front door away. On your marks, get set. Alexa, set a 25-second timer. We're already done. How many seconds are left on that timer? Oh, wow, you got it done in 15 seconds?
I place a hand upon your heart. Every beat is taking me over, and I will hold you in my arms. Pretend we'll stay here forever. Time changes everything, and everything will change in time. Love changes every heart, and any heart can change.
feels so good to get this house under control. I am tired because I'm tired from camp, but I think I would feel more tired right now if I still was looking around me at all of this stuff left to unpack and clean if I didn't do what I did today. So I am so glad that I just buckled down and got that done. The kids and I just cleaned off the table. This table is actually, it used to be my grandma and grandpa's. They bought it for their family, my mom and her siblings, back in the 70s. And then we inherited it. It's teak, which means it requires a bit of maintenance. I put it through a little conditioning routine once or twice a month, which I have to do. I want to get done before my mom and sisters get here tomorrow for my mom's little birthday brunch, which I'll share with you later on in this video. Before I can do this though, I think we're gonna have dinner on it. That way I'm not doubling my efforts. Tonight we're eating sort of a crab fest. We have a person down the street who loves to go crabbing, and they gave us some when we got home from camp, which was so sweet. So we're gonna have that, maybe some like blistered, charred corn kernels. I've got some Cajun style dirty rice, some andouille sausage to chop up. So it'll be sort of a warm, hearty, wholesome meal using some summertime flavors. So it's that perfect mashup of the two seasons, kind of like what we're experiencing when we look out and see the weather with the beautiful bright summer colors and blooms that we have all over the place. I'll share more about that with you when I pick up the camera tomorrow, because I think I'm gonna actually put together a bouquet, like an arrangement of some of the flowers that I have outside for a centerpiece for my mom's birthday brunch. But before that, I gotta get dinner on the table.
As I'm staying close to the mirror, a lock of gold, a secret smile, little things I remember.
Welcome to another drizzly day. It's actually typically sunny on my mom's birthday, but she loves the autumn time and the cozy weather, so I don't think she'll mind this at all. It is nice to have a bit of a cool down and sort of, like I've been saying, that preview of what we can expect when fall does come around. Speaking of autumn, I couldn't help myself. I included some of these maple little sandwich cookies. The smell of them, they're very fragrant, which probably means they're not all that good for you, but they're just like perfuming my kitchen. They smell so good. And then I set out some other brunch sort of food. We've got some veggie sandwiches, cucumber sandwiches, fruits here. Some of these strawberries and blueberries are actually from our garden. And then I supplemented with a grocery order. I've got some dessert bars here, hummus, pita chips. I will have a quiche that I'm gonna put here that's in the oven, and then everything is garnished with these little violas and pansies that we grew just for a fun little pop of color, and they are edible. So, got the table all nice and conditioned. Look at this bouquet. I think I showed you earlier when I was putting it together, but I am so happy with how this turned out. These blues and purples from my hydrangeas are just stunning, and then you mix in those white sort of mum flowers, and oh my goodness. I finally got the buffet cleared off. I didn't show it on camera because I was actually working on it late, but that feels good. I've actually needed to do that for several weeks now. Didn't get to it before we left for camp, but it feels good to get this done. I just need to bring over this tea tray to our kitchen island, and we're ready for people to show up. One of his favorite people is here.
Love shirts.
Iced Americano, do you want half and half or sweetener in there?
Just a little bit of half and half.
Okay.
Guys, and your brain, that is super.
They're gonna
Honey, thank you so much. Windios.
That's so cute. Oh, I'm so happy to. I'm thinking it's normally sunny on your birthday, isn't it? You've never had a rainy birthday. That's crazy. I can barely hear it anymore. Hi, Jackson. Hi, Sarah. Oh, please don't apologize. That's so funny.
I'm just driving, and I got all the way past the church.
Wait a second.
How does this connect to the house? So like, am I going crazy?
Would you like any tea or coffee or anything? Okay, I've got hot water heating up. I have all of these, so I'm making a pot of decaf constant comment.
Okay, nice.
But then if you want something else, you can have your pick.
So look at this. I know. Big camera. Just your phone is going to take me.
Can I grab one of these glasses and just get some water too?
Sure.
Dear Lord, thank you for this beautiful, rainy, cozy day to celebrate Grandma's birthday. I pray that you would please bless Grandma Wendy as much as she blesses us. Help bless this food to our bodies and let it nourish us. And please help us honor you in everything that we think and say and do. In Jesus' name. Amen.
Je call, I fall. There's a legacy between us. We grow, we go, but in the middle, time changes everything, and everything will change in time. Love changes every heart, and any heart can change you.
Home again, home again. Back from Idaho, Wyoming. What a beautiful trip we had. You don't want to know the first thing the kids did when we got in from being like over 16 hours on the road. They just came into our dining room here and stared at this lithograph. This painting is of Jenny Lake. I got it for, pennies at a local yard junk sale a couple years ago, and we've wanted to visit Jenny Lake ever since, and we finally got to. In fact, the Jenny Lake footage that I just shared with you is some of the only footage that I got on this whole trip. We really unplugged and just focused on family time. It was so wonderful. I did take some pictures and videos just for our family, for memory's sake, but memories were made, not just for our little family, but for Weston's extended family. The sights, everything was so beautiful. The weather over there was really giving us some fall feels. On that long trip back, I was able to do some planning for the fall content that I have coming out here on my channel from September on. Here's just a little sneak preview. I clipped some of my hydrangeas that have been growing and hung them up here in this schoolroom window to get drying. I'll be able to put those into some like autumn arrangements or decor when it is time to do some of that around here. Not quite time yet. We're still holding on to summer a little bit longer. The boy's birthday is at the end of the month. They'll be 10 years old. And typically for our household, we just do summer until the boys have their birthday. September 1st hits and we are ready to cozy up for the new season. You see Weston out there? He's mowing the lawn. We don't have much grass. It's mostly weeds and clover, but it still grows and the mower still takes care of it. And it's definitely gotten quite tall while we've been out of town, because not only was there lots of beautiful sunshine, but lots of beautiful rain as well. So there is, like I was saying earlier, a definite change in what we've got going on around here with weather, and the leaves on the trees are already starting to change, and it's making me so excited for the new season and for settling into autumn. And I would love to know if there's anything that you would like to see on my channel for the autumn time, or even looking ahead a little bit farther into the start of the holiday season. What sort of content, what sort of videos would you like to see me put together for you all? I have always been the type of YouTuber that doesn't necessarily jump the gun or manufacture things to happen or like do things early just so that I can post content ahead of a season or ahead of a trend. My mental health is always better when I'm doing things at the same pace as what's actually happening in my real life. And so that means that, I guess that makes me a bad YouTuber because I'm hardly ever ahead of trends, and I'm okay with that. I'm not the person trying to grow a huge following or make my content go viral or anything. It's nice that it helps support our family, but it has to work with what I'm actually doing in my real life. And I just have to trust that that will reach the right people and the Lord will continue to bless our family through it, and that you'll appreciate the authenticity of just kind of taking life as it goes in the pace that I genuinely want to take it at, and I'm not, doing things just for a video. That happens from time to time, but it's because I want it to be that way, not because I feel pressured by the commercialism of changing seasons or whatever. Come September, we're gonna head into the change of the seasons, and I'm gonna be able to share with you some autumn themed content, and I'm really excited about it, and I'm eager to see what it is that you would like to see here on this channel. Thank you so much for all the love and the support. One of the biggest blessings of having a YouTube channel, and something that I've enjoyed so much over the last decade plus of doing this, is the fact that I have a place where I can be authentically myself, and I don't have to fit into any sort of mold, and I can be fully me, and I don't have to stay the same me year after year. I'm allowed to evolve and change and to grow and to have my content reflect that. And that is such a wonderful gift that you all have given me, and I'm so, so grateful. So thank you so much for hanging out with me for this video. Thanks so much for spending a little part of your day here with me on my channel, and I'll catch you later.